Thanks for joining us on this Monday. We're rolling into the last days of August and getting closer to what people think of the start as fall. We have your forecast for rain today and wind tomorrow, speaking to you in Atlantic Canada. Midweek showers in Ontario, and yes, signs of fall. We've got Labor Day weekend right around the corner. We also have a fall-like system moving through Atlantic Canada too. Currently it's 15 degrees in Vancouver. We still have some storms moving out of Manitoba towards northwestern Ontario at this hour. Montreal's 20 degrees. And it's in specifically northwestern Ontario where we still have some watches and warnings in place because of this. Around Kenora, there's a severe thunderstorm warning. It's moving southeast at about 60 kilometers an hour. Frequent lightning, some strong winds, and heavy downpours, the biggest threats. And speaking of heavy downpours, for today, we have clearer conditions in Cornwall. It's going to be sunny, but that's not the case in the north. Ear Falls, Dryden, Atikokan, that whole area could continue to see these thunderstorms. And it's going to head south through the day today and into tomorrow. So Thunder Bay in line today to see a chance of thunderstorms along that cold front, eventually Kapuskasing and Timmins. For Sudbury, it's a Tuesday story. Then it's going to hit the shores of Georgian Bay, northern shores, and eventually southern shores. Tuesday night is when places like Toronto, Ottawa, and Montreal have the best chance to see those showers lingering into the Wednesday forecast. There is a big storm moving through Atlantic Canada, though, and for Newfoundland, all of this is a wind warning. Corner Brook, we've got areas around Springdale included too. This is strong northwest winds, very fall-like in nature, and they could produce gusts between 80 to 100 kilometers an hour in this vicinity for today. But the special weather statement that's across the whole entire island is also to see those strong winds and some rain too. So the Maritime provinces today, you've got the showers, no watches or warnings there. Temperatures are fairly mild for you, but a different story towards Newfoundland. We've got cooler temperatures, and the statement for this says a fall-like system. And it's because we've got those unusually strong winds for this time of year in parts of Newfoundland. So just brace yourself for that. It's a taste of what's to come. Number 3, Ontario shelf clouds. Here's southwestern Ontario, so big booming storms there. Number 2, Manitoba hail. This takes us back extreme southern sections of Manitoba, which is where that video's from. And flash flooding in Ohio. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm meteorologist Nicole Karkic. Well, this afternoon, let's take a look at how the last few days of August are shaping up. City. For this afternoon, if you're going to be in Ottawa, we've got clear conditions, sunshine for you, a high of 25, feeling like 28. Toronto's 27, up towards Kapuskasing, you're 24, but we do have thunderstorms. Thunder Bay has a risk of thunderstorms. We've had thunderstorm warnings in place around Kenora this morning. Those storms are moving southeast, and just note anywhere around Dryden, Ear Falls, Atikokan too, you could see heavy downpours, moderate hail, and strong winds through the morning hours. So it's all along that blue line. That's that cold front slicing through the area. Kapuskasing, Timmins also in line to see thunderstorms later today. Then Sudbury. This is a Tuesday story. Northern shores of Georgian Bay. That's Tuesday afternoon, and then it sinks south into the evening. And notice the southern shores of Georgian Bay, north of Ottawa, seeing showers at that point. And then Greater Toronto area, Ottawa, Montreal, Tuesday night into your Wednesday morning. Best chance to see those showers for you. We've got showers and thunderstorms for the Maritime provinces today, but a bigger storm for Newfoundland. Western shores of Newfoundland, really strong northwesterly winds will develop through today into tomorrow, and then we get some chilly temperatures as well on the reverse side of this low. As it starts to exit out of the region, it's just going to continue to pump in those northwest winds, and they could gust around the western shores of Newfoundland and through the northern peninsula between 80 to 100 kilometers an hour, and the statement says it's very fall-like. But let's now check in with Nathan Coleman and find out where you can find fish and chips with a side of weather in the east. Looks delicious. Well, for Halifax this afternoon, we've got a sunny forecast as we head into tomorrow. So today, just deal with those showers. Eventually, it'll clear out. Coming up, your local forecast in 3 minutes from right now, we'll dive into a captured edition, and our long ranger as well looks towards the long weekend. This week is a transition week for many people getting ready to go back to work or school after Labor Day. It's also a transition week weather-wise. Let's look at our weather events here, and we're following thunderstorms moving on. We've got some showers across the Maritime provinces, but northwesterly winds moving across today into tomorrow for the winds for this time of year. Sort of unusual. And by Tuesday afternoon, your high in St. John's is going to be just 17 with a little bit of drizzle. It's more of a wind story than a big rain story for most, but there are some rainfall warnings warnings in place for Bay St. George, for example. Kenora as well had a severe thunderstorm warning in place this morning, with heavy downpours being the biggest threat. You could also see some moderate hail with this and some strong winds too. Now our temperature trend, heavy amounts of rain moving through places like Vancouver Island, North Coast. Okay, so here's another look at how things are transitioning this week as we get closer to the fall season. We've got Toronto, Windsor, Sarnia, London, Ottawa too. Then as we head into the weekend, we're going to get a push of some warmer air. But it looks to be for the Labor Day temperatures that are above average in cities like Toronto and Ottawa too. Average for you. Right now, your local forecast. Thanks for joining us. It's a transition week for many people. Absolutely. And a transition weather week.
Well, good point. Yeah, I mean, in Newfoundland alone, it's still summer, but it's going to feel like a fall storm coming in. You've got the rain today and then the wind tomorrow. And yeah, this could have some significant consequences.
It could. Midweek showers in Ontario to talk about, and our signs of fall with temperatures and systems as well. But let's get to your current conditions if you're stepping out the door. This looks like a festival going on there. I'd love to know more about that. If you have any information, send them to my Twitter account. @Weather Network is also another place to reach us. Kenora, severe thunderstorm warning in place. This storm steadily moving southeast at about 60 kilometers an hour, dropping heavy rain. We've seen some frequent lightning in this vicinity too, but Dryden, Fort Frances also in line to see those storms. So this will be ongoing through the morning. It'll start to peter out in the next couple of hours, but Thunder Bay will be into it then, and it will spread across towards Timmins and Kapuskasing. So this is the area to be concerned of. There's the cold front. That's where the storms will be, and then just follow it along. This is in Eastern time, by the way. Notice by Monday evening it starts to get into the Nickel Belt and eventually the north shores of Georgian Bay. By tomorrow into the evening is when we'll see it in the Greater Toronto Region, Ottawa, Montreal as well. So it's sort of a Tuesday night into Wednesday story for those key cities. Weather alerts that are in place. We've got wind warnings, Corner Brook, Buena Vista. We've got Bay of St. George and a rainfall warning. So there's a lot going on. Anything in green is the rainfall warning. The wind warnings are saying this is a almost fall-like low. Very unseasonal for this time of year to have those cold northwesterly winds gusting close to 100 kilometers an hour. And Chris, you were talking about how this isn't good for the trees.
Including Interstate 71 through Cincinnati. So it looks like both sides of the border impacted by these cluster of wicked weather.
Yeah, they just had thunderstorm cells just sat over the area. Yes. It didn't go anywhere. Question for the fall equinox, let us know on Twitter.
All right, well, stay tuned now. Your local forecast is coming up, and then we'll talk a little bit about not just the weather, but health as well.
We're talking about the last few days of summer. Nicole Karkic for your national morning show.
And I'm Rachel Schutzen from Toronto's morning show. And we're starting off the morning with a bang up through northwestern Ontario. Thunderstorms are the story.
That's right. We've had severe thunderstorm watches and warnings around Canada saying it's a fall-like storm moving through with some strong northwesterly winds, rain as well. It'll cool down your temperatures too by tomorrow.
You know, we're not too many days away where we actually are going to be talking about northeasters in Atlantic Canada.
Very true. Through and towards the west coast as well. Thunderstorm potential in central parts of BC.
Exactly. With this, Vancouver, some cloud builds in today, but cooler air. Last week, Port Alberni was 33.
Yes.
Today, into the high teens.
A lot cooler. And we see these swings as we start to transition seasons all the time.
Yes.
So we're definitely getting a lot of that this week. This afternoon, though, in Calgary, enjoy that 22 degrees. You deserve it after last week.
Yes.
And the summer you've had, which has not been very summer-like at all. 27 in Toronto. So here's where we see a true sign of fall.
Yeah, the battle of the air masses. Have a look at this. That light too. For me, that's one of the big signs that the seasons are changing.
When you start to notice that getting to bed, you know, it starts to get darker earlier.
Exactly.
Highs in the upper 20s though as we head into your long weekend for portions of southern Ontario and Quebec. Can't say the same thing for Newfoundland, but this is the ups and downs that we're going to see. And I mean, this is good news, I guess, if you want to still enjoy that last long week.
Exactly. We have a ridge of high pressure building in, and this is a good sign because that ridge almost kind of puts a little safety blanket over us in terms of the long weekend in Ontario and Quebec. Really seeing some nice conditions. Monday and lots of sunshine.
And those showers, by the way, are really Tuesday night into your Wednesday. Looks to be about 5 to 10 millimeters of rain at most. Halifax, John's, it is going to be a raw day today and into tomorrow, not just for St. John's, but the entire island with watches and warnings in place. Stay tuned for your locals. Thanks for joining us on this Monday as we roll out the last few days of August.
We really do, and we'll be welcoming September on Thursday.
That's right.
Today's headlines: rain today, wind tomorrow. We're talking about Newfoundland. A fall-like storm system headed your way.
That's what Environment Canada is saying about it. And midweek showers in Ontario, plus signs of fall. We're seeing a lot of it this week.
We are certainly the earlier sunsets. That's one. Cooler nights, perhaps. We're going to show you some current conditions right now.
It is, and we are going to see that sunshine for Ottawa, Toronto, Montreal as well. But towards the Maritime provinces, some showers moving through at this hour. Newfoundland, get ready for a very classic cool storm moving through, very fall-like. Meanwhile, in Ontario, this is very summer-like. Some heavy downpours. Thunderstorm watches and warnings have been in place around Kenora, for example. That will spread to Thunder Bay, and eventually Toronto and Ottawa. By tomorrow night, you'll see those showers. Here's Chris with our top videos.
So the police and emergency crews have got out and rescue people out of their cars because of that.
Yeah, there was a flash flood emergency as well.
Yep.
But let's switch gears and talk about our question of the day.
Kids go back to school, even though the equinox is the official.
Okay, I like to make it last longer, so I'm on September 22nd, being the last day.
Well, we want to hear from you, and also your local forecast. That's coming up right now.
Last few days of August before we say hello to September. Meteorologist Nicole Karkic. As we take a look at this video, it's our must-see video right now. Today for this afternoon, we've got sunshine for Lake Louise and Calgary as well. 22 degrees. The next couple of days in Calgary and southern Alberta has sunshine, dry weather, and you deserve it. It's been quite a rough go in terms of non-summery weather last week. Toronto 27 this afternoon. St. John's, you're 23 today, 17 tomorrow, though, with some cooler air coming into place and a fall-like system wrapping around some northwesterly winds. This afternoon, Toronto's feeling like 31, Ottawa feels like 28, Kapuskasing feels like 28, and towards extreme northwestern Ontario, we're seeing thunderstorms this morning. We've already had a severe thunderstorm warning around Kenora, so those storms are starting to shift towards the east, and we've got Atikokan, Dryden, Falls in line to see this cold front swing through and bring possibly some heavy downpours. You could see some strong winds with this as well, and always a risk of small-sized hail. Then it moves into Kapuskasing, Timmins by tonight. Sudbury will see it into tomorrow. North shores of Georgian Bay, then the south shores of Georgian Bay through Tuesday. We'll get into those spotty showers. For Toronto, Windsor, Ottawa, Montreal, this is a more late-day Tuesday story through Wednesday for you. So that's the next chance of seeing some showers. Showers and thunderstorms in the Maritime provinces are in the forecast today, but it's Newfoundland that has the interesting system. This is considered a fall-like system. Very strong winds for this time of year, quite unusual, with gusts on the western shores, the Buena Vista Peninsula too, gusting up to 90 to 100 kilometers an hour. It's cooling down the temperatures too, and will be in the unsettled pattern for Tuesday through the day. As far as rain goes, we've got Bay St. George in a rainfall warning, so 20 to 30 millimeters on the high end, maybe 40 locally too. Let's though go to the East Coast and find out where you can get fish and chips with a side of weather. Yummy and also informative. Coming up, we've got your local forecast. In 3 minutes from right now, we'll dive into Captured and your long ranger, of course. That is going to look at the long weekend as we get closer to fall. Last few days of August. Can you believe it?
I honestly, I can't believe it.
Oh, it's gone
can't.
so fast.
This summer has gone by in a second.
It has, and I'm sure it's gone even quicker for the kids out there who are thinking about back to school. But this is a system that's starting off the week that wind will spread across the entire island. We also have rainfall warnings for Bay St. George. Not so much for St. John's, but certainly cooler air by tomorrow afternoon.
For sure. And today a thunderstorm risk as well across the Maritime. So it's all associated with this system that's tracking across Atlantic Canada today and into tomorrow. So places like Charlottetown, 21 degrees today, risk of thunderstorms.
Right.
So a little cooler, kind of feels that fall influence coming in.
That's right, but it's still very summer-like in Ontario, especially in the north where we've got thunderstorms booming through. But let's go outside now to Mark Robinson, who is joining us in southern Ontario. Good morning, Mark. Okay, this is the battle of the air masses. This is a true sign of fall because we always see the transitions as we get closer to a different season. The blue is cooler air.
Exactly, and that is moving into the east. We're really going to feel it in places like Atlantic Canada, in Newfoundland, in Labrador. Those cooler temperatures come back in. But for southern Ontario, the rebound also. As the kids go back to school, we actually could see a few days of 30 degrees.
That's right. So look at this, your 7-day forecast. Days of August.
Rolling out the red carpet as September arrives a little bit later this week, so we got to squeeze the most out of August. However, Newfoundland today and tomorrow, especially into tomorrow, it is going to feel more like fall than summer.
Yeah, fall-like system is bringing some strong winds and rain. Midweek showers in Ontario, we'll talk about that, and other signs of fall. We have to talk about this because as we transition seasons, we always see this. The big swings, it'll feel like summer one day, and then the next day it feels like the beginning of fall. I was looking at Port Colborne and kites, and apparently there's a kite festival that happened back on July 30th of this year. So, you know what? It seems to be the place to be if you want to fly some kites. And that was our summer bucket list challenge yesterday. So a lot of people were uploading photos of that on social media. Here's a watch that's in place in Northern Ontario, Fort Frances and Dryden still included. So that red, yeah, that's starting to peter out a little bit at this hour. That's good news. But we'll still see some showers make their way towards Thunder Bay as the day goes on. They're going to continue to track towards the east. So Kapuskasing and Timmins. Late day today through tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms for you. Then eventually the northern shores of Georgian Bay. Then as the day goes on, it will swing towards the southern shores. So that's Tuesday's story. By Tuesday night, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal expect to start to see some showers, and that will roll into your Wednesday. But Newfoundland, wind warnings in place, rainfall warnings too. It's a big storm making its way into the area. Here's Chris with some top videos. Down
Interstate 71 in Cincinnati there for a little while too.
Yeah, flash flood emergency there. Our question of the day as we switch gears, when is 51% say Labor Day? Yeah.
When the kids go back to school.
Yeah, I feel like it's also a fresh start for me.
There you are.
Yeah, I feel like I'm still like that kid in school. I feel like September starts the beginning of the year instead of January.
All right, well, there you are. We want to hear from you. You can answer our poll and go to our Twitter website or Twitter, and then your local forecast is now.
Last few days of August ahead of us, and we're looking at a fall-like system in the east and a summer-like system in central parts of the country. So the seasons are battling it out as we get close to the end of summer.
Exactly, but don't think fall is here just yet. But
let's now go to Mark Robinson, where he is talking about flying, where you don't want thunderstorms at all. Good morning, Mark. And our long ranger touches on the long weekend. So from yesterday through today, we have got temperatures that will be rolling into the cool territory.
Southern Ontario, especially into Monday. So we're going to be feeling that warm air. Don't worry, it's not the start of fall just yet.
Yeah, so this is what it looks like. We've got Tuesday overnight into Wednesday, some spotty showers in Toronto. Could be sitting at around 30 degrees in Toronto.
Exactly. 27 in sunshine. That's my perfect August day. I love it. Montreal, same kind of story for you. 5 is your high. Sorry, Nicole.
Yeah, quick look at 7-day forecast in Halifax before you can check out yours right now. Thanks for joining us on this Monday, the last Monday before it's September.
Yes, the last Monday of August. Where has the summer gone? In fact, one of our poll questions coming up in a few minutes will be, when does summer end for you? But I'll tell you something, this storm system, this next one that's going to pounce onto Newfoundland will feel more like a fall storm. And Environment Canada has issued some wind and rainfall advisories.
Yeah, and usually strong winds for this time of year, plus midweek showers in Ontario and other signs of fall as we talk temperature ups and downs across the country. Clear as we look towards the east, there's some showers moving over PEI at this hour. Western shores of Newfoundland, those showers will continue to spread across the island and bring you those strong winds, and eventually the Avalon will feel the chill by tomorrow. Thunder Bay in line to see some showers and thunderstorms for today. It's really been northwestern Ontario that's seen some watches and warnings for thunderstorms this morning. They're starting to drop off as these storms peter out and move stateside, but the front will continue to spread across the province. So we've got Kapuskasing and Timmins in line to see some showers as we head into tomorrow. Eventually Sudbury, Cottage Country by tomorrow evening, and then Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal. This will be tomorrow night into Wednesday. Here's Chris with our top videos.
Yeah, just look at the submerged cars.
And not only are they dealing with a lot of rain there, but also through the Gulf. We've got Florida dealing with a tropical depression, possibly turning into a tropical storm in the next 24 hours.
Watching that one very, very closely. All right, is it during the fall equinox, which arrives September 22nd. And so far, Labor Day leading the charge.
And you think Labor Day too, right?
I do. And yourself?
The fall equinox, I'm going to go with that so that it lasts a little longer. Stay tuned for your locals. Yummy and also informative. Coming up, we've got your local forecast. In 3 minutes from right now, we'll dive into Captured and your Long Ranger, of course. That is going to look at the long weekend as we get closer to fall. Thanks for joining us this morning. Meteorologist Nicole Karkic with you here. Top stories we're following as August comes to a close. Well, rain today and wind tomorrow. We're talking about you in the east. Midweek showers in Ontario, and yes, signs of fall. I'm covering it up because I don't want to make it real. We've got a lot of transitioning happening this week as we roll towards Labor Day, which is a sign of rolling out the season. 13 in Vancouver at this hour, stepping out the door in Toronto. It's 19 with clear skies. St. John's, you're 16 right now. Gander's 14, and Ottawa, clear skies for the entire day. Same cannot be said for northwestern Ontario. We've seen thunderstorm watches and warnings around Kenora, around Dryden. We've got that severe thunderstorm watch in place. They're continuing to march towards the east as the day goes on. They've lost a lot of their intensity at this hour, so that's good news, but certainly Thunder Bay in line to see a chance of showers and maybe some strong winds. And this is the zone for the strongest storms today, and then this low is going to continue to track towards Timmins, Kapuskasing. Eventually, Sudbury will see those showers and thunderstorms through tomorrow. Northern shores of Georgian Bay by tomorrow afternoon. By the evening, it sinks south. Ottawa, Montreal, Toronto, you'll see some showers, but the timing will be Tuesday night into your Wednesday morning. And then how about this? We've got a fall-like system moving into Newfoundland, and that's exactly how Environment Canada worded it. Wind warnings here, Corner Brook, Buena Vista Peninsula as well. Gusts between 80 to 100 kilometers an hour. For this time of year, this is quite unusual. They're just quite strong, and they're coming out of the northwest. We've got the full foliage out right now because it's summer, of course, so this could bring down a lot of trees. Just be ready for potential power outages today through tomorrow in Newfoundland. The special weather statement is also for some strong winds and some rain too, but the rainfall warnings are centered anywhere here in green. We've got Bay St. George included, and that could mean up to 40 to 50 millimeters of rain. So this low will continue to track through the maritime provinces, bringing the biggest hit towards Newfoundland through tomorrow. And your high tomorrow in St. John's, 17 degrees with those cold northwesterly winds, feeling very fall-like, so a taste of the new season. But let's take you to our afternoon highs in Calgary. You're 22 degrees, sunshine for the next couple of days as well. As we look at our top videos right now, though, let's take you to number 3. That's Ontario shelf cloud. And this is a big shelf cloud, which is the leading edge of a thunderstorm. So when you see that, take the photo and head inside, because right in southwestern Ontario on Wednesday, but also yesterday in Ontario around Cornwall. And reports of not only nickel-sized hail, but golf ball-sized hail too, so big storms booming there, and flash flooding in Ohio. This takes us stateside, and in Cincinnati in particular, there lots to cover right now as we roll out the last few days of August, saying hello to September very soon.
Well, our headline says we're still in August, it's still summer, but it's going to feel a lot like fall coming into Newfoundland. We've got this rain and wind storm that on the backside of the low. So first the rain, that wind will be out of the northwest.
It's going to feel very brisk.
It won't be tropical.
Midweek showers in Ontario and signs of fall as well. We've got ups and downs in terms of temperature. PEI in Halifax for the afternoon, and for Newfoundland, that is just the start of a very fall-like system over the next 24 to 48 hours. We're talking strong northwesterly winds and a drop in temperatures really by tomorrow. Northwestern Ontario, it's been summer-like there. We've had severe thunderstorm watches and warnings in place, and that's going to continue to spread across this cold front into Timmins and Kapuskasing. Plus, we've got Sudbury in line tomorrow. Tomorrow night, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, you'll see the showers. Here's Chris with our top videos.
A video right there of that threshold was certainly exceeded.
Yeah, and in Cincinnati, there was a flash flood emergency. Clearer conditions for today, just a bit of fog left over.
All right, well, our poll question for today is it when the fall equinox arrives? And this year it arrives on September 22nd. And Nicole, your pick?
Is the fall equinox.
There you go.
Yours is Labor Day, like most
Labor
people.
Day. I think so.
Yeah, that seems to be the resounding answer there. Coming up, your local forecast, which takes us through to Labor Day. Happy Monday. I'm meteorologist Nicole Karkic. We're transitioning into September this week. We've got rain and wind in Atlantic Canada where it's going to feel like fall, but still summer in Ontario this week with midweek showers and west coast downpours, talking specifically to you. And nickel-sized hail too, so it was quite a storm tracked into northwestern Ontario early this morning. We do have a chance of thunderstorms as well out east for you. These will be non-severe through the day. Strong winds and some quick downpours could be the biggest threat for you. But this low that's moving across Newfoundland through today, Well, Environment Canada is saying it's a, quote, fall-like feeling because we've got northwesterly winds developing. We've got heavy rain, particularly northern peninsula east, and it will drop down your temperatures in through Tuesday and continue to bring some unusually windy conditions for this time of year. Gusts could get up to 80 to 90 kilometers an hour. So warm ahead of that. Today in the Avalon, it's going to be about 23 degrees for St. John's. Then behind it, those northwesterly winds start to develop very strong, and also with the full foliage out right now. I mean, we're still in peak summer. You could see a lot of downed trees with this strong wind event. So be ready for any power outages. Northwestern Ontario has seen some thunderstorms already this morning. The risk will continue in this zone, Thunder Bay included, and then it will continue to move towards Sudbury by tomorrow. So follow the blue line. That's the cold front that's triggering the risk of some showers and thunderstorms, some strong winds, heavy downpours, and eventually it reached the northern shores of Georgian Bay for tomorrow morning. Then it will reach southern sections of the bay by tomorrow evening. Notice that north of Ottawa, Tuesday evening we'll see those showers. It's Tuesday night where Ottawa and Toronto will get that rain. Let's check in with Chris Murphy right now, though, with our top videos. All right, thanks for that, Chris. Our question of the day on social media: when is summer officially over for you? Is it the end of August, Labor Day, or the fall equinox? And 51% so far are saying it is Labor Day. Coming up, we've got your local forecast, which will take you through to this long weekend. It always looks so fake because it looks so magical and beautiful there in that region of our great country. For today, it is going to feel very warm in the Avalon. We've got some southerly winds, but that's going to change with this low that's tracking across the island. Northwesterly winds gusting between 80 to 90 kilometers an hour. It's a fall-like system, folks, so some strong winds and heavy rain, particularly in northern peninsula through tomorrow. And by Wednesday, you're still going to be feeling temperatures that are below average, specifically in Newfoundland. For the maritime provinces, Halifax will see showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, getting up to about 21 for you. So you're not getting the big cool down there until later in the week, but we could see some strong winds and some heavy downpours with your thunderstorms. Northwestern Ontario has already seen some booming thunderstorms this morning that will track towards places like Sudbury into tomorrow. And our temperature trend, well, BC, we're going to see some cooler temperatures this week. Last week you had record-breaking highs. It was above average onshore flow. Not only is it cooler air, but we're seeing some rain too. Parts of the Central Coast getting up to possibly 80 to 100 millimeters of rain, plus a risk of thunderstorms here through central parts of the province, and extreme northern Alberta in the higher elevations will be seeing some snow as well. And this is a look at who's seeing the most rain. So parts of Vancouver Island and the north and central coast here getting hit the hardest. Vancouver, your rain starts through tomorrow night. Time now for Share Your Weather on. And our summer bucket list challenge continues until the end of the month. And our challenge for you on the weekend was to fly a kite. So maybe doing it at the Port Colborne Kite Festival was something that you were doing this summer, and I think that's a great photo sent in to us from Julie. Great shot there. Another fly a kite submission was seen in Prince Edward Island from Paul. Another great capture there. This obviously continues the Summer Bucket List Challenge. Only a couple days left. Hop on a Swing is the challenge for today. Upload your photos to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter as well. Remember to use the hashtag Summer Bucket List, and if you win, your photo can be featured on our mobile app. How about that? This afternoon, a quick look at our daytime highs. Above average in Toronto, Calgary 22. Enjoy it. You've got nice weather for the next couple of days. You'll see that in your local forecast. Stay tuned for the Long Ranger too. We'll look at the long weekend weather. I know it's still summer, but it's going to feel like fall for Newfoundland over the next 24 to 48 hours. We've got wind warnings in place for you anywhere marked in orange, plus special weather statements across the island for winds that are in a southerly flow for now. But as the day goes on through tonight, northwest flow and really strong winds, unusually strong actually for this time of year, with gusts between 80, 90 to 100 kilometers an hour. It's going to cool down your temperatures too. For example, St. John's this afternoon, 23. By tomorrow, you'll only be reaching a high of 17. In Ontario, it's feeling like summer. We've already had thunderstorms in northwestern Ontario with severe thunderstorm warnings. Those are going to continue to spread across the province towards Timmins and Kapuskasing by tomorrow. Sudbury by tomorrow afternoon. Showers and thunderstorms potentially for you. Eventually, it will reach Toronto, Ottawa, and Montreal, but not until tomorrow night into your Wednesday. That's when you have your best chance of seeing some showers. For Toronto, CNE, well, good weather to go this afternoon, 27 degrees into the afternoon. Good on Tuesday as well. If you like the heat, well, you're going to like tomorrow. 29, feeling like 35. That is well above our average for this time of year. But again, it's Tuesday night when we're going to start to see those showers. Heading to the PNE, perhaps. This afternoon looks good at 21 for Vancouver. But as we roll into Tuesday, we'll start to see some showers. They'll pick up in intensity Tuesday into your Wednesday. And that's when we'll also see rain not only in Vancouver, but parts of the north and central coast. Look at this Pacific low. It's moving onshore, bringing us some rain. Heavy for the north and central coast, where we could get up to 100 millimeters of rain through midweek. If you're a pet owner, you're going to want to listen to this right now. How to protect your pets during the summer season. As a certain season winds down, we often see this kind of pattern, the battling of air masses, and it's fall versus summer. We've got cool air across Newfoundland this week, highs in the upper teens spreading across parts of Ontario as well as even into southern Quebec. But then we roll into the weekend and we're back up again, a swing into the upper 20s for mostly Ontario and Quebec. For Newfoundland, can't say the same thing. So look at your 7-day forecast here in Toronto and a quick look at your weekend, or almost the start of the weekend here out west. Wednesday, we'll see some showers. Rolling into your Thursday, we're going to see some warm air in place for the prairies. Lots to cover here. Glad you could join us. I'm meteorologist Nicole Karkic. On this Monday, we're following rain, then wind in Atlantic Canada. Feeling like fall there. Midweek showers in Ontario and west coast downpours setting up to be a fall-like pattern for you in the west as well. Let's check out who sees a risk of thunderstorms in the east. Anywhere marked in yellow here, including Prince Edward Island, Halifax as well. Mainly some heavy downpours and strong winds. Meanwhile, this low moves towards Newfoundland, and we have wind warnings, rainfall warnings as well, mainly on the western shores of Newfoundland, and we get those northwesterly winds starting tonight through tomorrow. It's going to cool down our temperatures, and they will be strong. Gusts between 80, 90, maybe 100 kilometers an hour, dropping down your temperatures through Tuesday significantly. St. John's, your high tomorrow is only going to be 17 degrees. Meanwhile, the rain, well, it's going to be quite heavy as well. Northern Peninsula, 30 to 50 millimeters of rain on the high end. Certainly saw it as well. It was kind of a nice change after the summer that's been so dry, and we still even need more rain. This afternoon, 27 in Toronto, 25 in Ottawa. Thunder Bay, chance of thunderstorms for you, and you're going to be 23. And not only does Thunder Bay have a chance of thunderstorms, anywhere marked in yellow here is certainly in the risk. We've already seen storms this morning, early morning, move out of Manitoba into parts of northwestern Ontario. And it's all along this cold front that will continue to get the risk of showers. It will reach Timmins and Kapuskasing by tomorrow, then tomorrow afternoon Sudbury, eventually tomorrow night Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal. You're in line to see where there was reports of golf ball sized hail, nickel sized hail, toonie sized hail. So a big storm there. Stateside, there were really big thunderstorm cells there. This afternoon, Winnipeg's 22, Thunder Bay's 23, Calgary 22 degrees. And guess what? For the next couple of days, we've got some sunshine. It's going to feel a little more summer-like than last week. That high pressure is in place for you, so you deserve some good weather, and you certainly have it for today and for the next couple of days. Can't say the same thing for the long weekend, but we'll cover that on your morning show and your Long Ranger. For BC, we do have some rain making its way into Vancouver as we head into tomorrow. Really tomorrow night, you'll see the steadier rain and a chance of thunderstorms anywhere marked in yellow. Meanwhile, a heavy amount of rain moving towards the north and central coast. We've got Vancouver Island as well as north and central coast in line to see maybe 70 or 80 millimeters of rain through this week. Our poll question today: when is summer officially over for you? Get online, let us know. So far, after Labor Day is winning. Each and every day as we get into the fall season and closer to it. Wind warnings in place through parts of Newfoundland, special weather statements across the island. This is for a fall-like system moving in. Northwesterly winds will develop tonight. We've got the southerly flow for this afternoon. That changes by tonight in through tomorrow. Gusts between 90 to 100 kilometers an hour. So that cool wind shift will have strong winds and also drop our temperatures. St. John's 23 this afternoon, 17 by tomorrow. tomorrow. Also heavy amounts of rain for the western shores of Newfoundland. On the high end, we could be looking at 50 millimeters of rain. Then it starts to clear out by the end of the day, but leaving behind that beginning of fall feeling for parts of Newfoundland. Maritime provinces have a chance of thunderstorms for today. Halifax, PEI included as well. Northwestern Ontario, chance of thunderstorms in the northwest through the afternoon. All along this cold front, though, that's where we'll follow the chance of rain and thunderstorms through tomorrow. So by tomorrow afternoon, Sudbury, Georgian Bay will see a chance of showers and thunderstorms. For Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, Windsor too, you actually get a pretty good Tuesday. It's just by Tuesday evening you'll notice increasing cloud cover, and then the showers will start to swing in. So Wednesday's the more unsettled day. Chance of thunderstorms this afternoon as well in parts of central BC. It's courtesy of an upper level low that will bring some strong winds, heavy rain, and also this low bringing some heavy rain to the north and central coast through this week. Vancouver starts to see the showers as we head into tomorrow evening, and it's going to be a cool week as well. Not like last week when we were breaking records and we had highs in the 30s for parts of the lower mainland. But on this day last year, Chrissy Van tells us about a big event that was happening in BC. So we're going to see the wind pick up this week through tomorrow and into Wednesday for BC. We'll also see some heavy amounts of rain. North and central coast, 70 to 90 millimeters. So anywhere marked in red, we've got certainly some wet weather coming for you. Coming up right now, we've got your local forecast. Also, biggest wave surfed and our long ranger, which looks into the long weekend. Before this afternoon, if you're in Cornwall, it's going to feel like the low 30s. We've got some sunshine for you right through the afternoon and into Tuesday morning, too. There is a chance of thunderstorms, though, out towards the east. Non-severe generally, Halifax, Charlottetown included in this heavy rain and some strong winds in line for you. But stronger winds for Newfoundland. We've got wind warnings for the western shores of Newfoundland all the way over to the Bonavista Peninsula. Rainfall warnings for the western shores, too. So this will swing across the island for today. It is very fall-like, folks. So northwesterly winds up to 100 kilometers an hour for tonight into tomorrow, and it's going to drop down your temperatures as well. So for Tuesday, it's going to feel like early fall, specifically in Newfoundland. You'll get a bit of a cool down by Thursday in parts of the maritime provinces, but not feeling as raw as Newfoundland tomorrow. Northwestern Ontario has been very summer-like already this morning. We had some thunderstorms booming through Kenora, and it's going to continue to travel along this cold front, that blue line there. So follow along. This is in Eastern time, by the way. So Timmins, Kapuskasing through tomorrow, Sudbury tomorrow afternoon, chance of showers and thunderstorms, and then eventually Toronto, Ottawa, and Montreal. You'll notice increasing cloud cover by tomorrow evening, and then tomorrow overnight into Wednesday. Best chance to see showers there. If you're headed to the CNE in Toronto, this afternoon's a good day, 27 degrees. It'll feel like 31. Then on Tuesday, it's even hotter. We've got some southwest winds, 29, and then Tuesday night is when the showers start. So Wednesday, not the best day for the CNE. For Vancouver, this afternoon's good. For Tuesday, you'll start to see some showers, but the showers will get steadier for Tuesday night into Wednesday. So also Wednesday, not maybe the best day to head to the PNE or the CNE. This is the low that's going to hit you in the west coast. So we've got heavy amounts of rain for the north and central coast. Forecast from today right through until midweek. We could see up to 70 to 80 millimeters of rain, maybe 100 on the high end. And also central parts of BC today, Williams Lake, for example, will see a chance of thunderstorms. And through till Wednesday, also Fort McMurray in line to see showers. But guess what? Calgary, some sunshine today and for the next couple of days, too. Here's a quick look at your long ranger. So here's a good sign of fall. We've got the big ups and downs in terms of temperatures. We've got the highs in the upper teens for parts of Ontario and Quebec this week. Then as we head into the long weekend, back into the upper 20s. So a quick look here at Toronto. We've got cooler air in place midweek, but forecast right now for Monday, 27 degrees. Right now, check out your 7-day forecast.